Hello guys, welcome to another video of mine. I'm now at Sydney Domestic Airport in Sydney. Today I'm going to fly Jetstar Australia from Sydney to Adelaide. Now, I fly between Sydney and Adelaide for about 10 times a year, but this flight is gonna be really special thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. South Australia has closed its border to other states at the moment. What does that mean? It means once I arrive into South Australia, I will be asked to self-quarantine for 14 days. I just finished checking and the check-in agent gave me this form, the South Australian entrance form for all passengers arriving into South Australia. They ask you to fill out the details of travel, the accommodation address for the 14 days required self-quarantine and other stuff. However, of course, you can get exempted for self-quarantine if you are an essential traveler. So for this video, I'm going to review on the safety measurements on board Jetstar Australia's aircraft amid this coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the quarantine procedures once I arrive into Adelaide Airport. Hope you enjoyed this video and let's head to the gate now.
Hi there. Your safety is our priority. So don't forget to keep a safe distance from your fellow passengers. Sydney Airport wishes you safe travels.
So empty. Australia has begun to ease coronavirus restrictions since May. Both Qantas and Jetstar Australia have seen capacity increase from 5% of pre-coronavirus levels to 15% by the end of June. But as you can see, Australia's biggest airport is still pretty empty. Jetstar Australia is a low-cost airline wholly owned subsidiary of Qantas. Earlier this month, the airline announced that both Qantas and Jetstar passengers will experience a new way of flying from 12th of June, with both carriers implementing a string of changes amid the coronavirus pandemic. The changes include optional masks on board for passengers, hand sanitizing stations installed at departure gates, and enhanced aircraft cleaning between flights.
Once again, hand sanitizer is available for your use prior to boarding, and one complimentary flywheel pack can be collected per person as you board. A reminder to maintain social distancing and allow at least 1.5 metres between yourself and others in the gate.
One queue only for boarding, and a reminder to maintain social distancing, allowing at least 1.5 metres.
Thank you.
Today's aircraft is an Airbus A320. The seats are in a standard 3-3 configuration and there are a total of 30 rows.
If you are sitting in an extra row for a bulkhead, you need to put all your belongings underneath the seat in front of you. We recommend that you use your face mask provided to you during boarding whilst you are on the aircraft.
Now let's have a look at the seats. The seats have a width of 17.9 inches and a pitch of 29 inches, which makes them one of the narrowest economy class seats in Australia. However, the seats are reclinable. Under the new health and safety measures, keeping the middle seat free, which the airline introduced in April, has become a thing of the past because they believe the policy is impractical. But I believe not keeping the middle seat free have greatly increased the risk of spreading the virus on board. Currently, this daily flight is the only commercial flight between Sydney and South Australia. Today's flight is quite full. This flight cost me 81 Australian dollars. I'm happy to pay 30 additional dollars if they could keep the middle seats free.
Welcome aboard 764 service to Adelaide. My name is Josh, I'm Cabin Manager on today's flight. To prepare for departure, please will be carry-on items under the seat in front, through into an overhead locker.
Smoking is not permitted anytime, anywhere on board the aircraft, including in the bathrooms. It's our pleasure to have you on board with us today, and we hope you have an enjoyable flight. Thanks for listening.
The seat is really uncomfortable and there's no in-flight entertainment on board, so the flight is pretty boring. Fortunately, I've got a window seat. In order to minimize touch points for crew and customers, the in-flight menu and pre-ordered meals are not available on this flight, so make sure you eat something before you fly. Luckily, I have a bottle of water and a chocolate bar in my backpack. If you have watched my other flight review videos, I usually show you the seat, the meal and the in-flight entertainment. But since 2 out of 3 elements are not reviewable on this flight, let me show you the lavatory. I'd say it's clean and tidy and there's just enough space for me to stand up straight. I'm 6'1" or 186 centimeters tall, by the way.
Australian quarantine authorities remind passengers that some fruit, vegetables, plant materials, fish and uncooked fish products are restricted from entry into state and territories throughout Australia. These items must be placed into the quarantine bins as you enter the terminal building. Quarantine detector dogs operate in some terminals. Thank you.
So that's pretty much it about my flight review. The flight is a bit boring, but you know, we are still during the pandemic. It's always safety first, but otherwise I usually like to order the meat pies in their menu. The flight is $81 and 20 kilos of checked luggage costs an additional $22 and another $7 if you like to pre-select your seat. Also, I guess this is what's gonna be like for post-pandemic travel as well. Flights are gonna be full and you have to wear face masks if you wanna feel safe. After landing, I'll show you the procedures of self-quarantine in South Australia, so please don't stop watching my video yet. Thank you.
phone is within hand's reach. You may not switch it on. Your seatbelt though must remain fastened. Also remember to please take any face masks, whether used or not used, off the aircraft with you. Once the seatbelt sign is off, please remain seated with customers in front of you once they've stood up and commence disembarking. Then please do the same, which ensures that we maintain appropriate distance between yourself and other customers whilst you disembark. On behalf of the entire crew, it's been our pleasure to have you on board. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Good afternoon.
Health authorities advise keeping a safe distance of 1.5 metres or 4 feet between passengers at all times. While you may be standing in a queue, having a bite to eat or sitting awaiting departure, don't forget to leave a little space between you and your fellow traveller. 1.5 metres or 4 feet can help stop the spread of infection.
Going home? This one over there, sir. Thank you. Going home on the left.
A few moments later.
You're claiming any exemption under Essential Traveller, so you understand your requirement to self-isolate for 14 days, and you'll be subject to compliance checks. So police will be knocking at the door, you have to present, okay?
Hello. I'm good, how are you?
It's an information sheet regarding current legislation and your obligation to isolate, okay? That should be able to clear up any ambiguity that may exist. Just doing a check on your licence. As soon as that comes back, turn around, speak to the ladies there that are dressed up like aliens. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Go you, mate. Take care. Leave Rory.
Hi. We just do your health check.
Yeah.
Do you have any cough or cold symptoms? No. Did you come from Sydney or Perth?
Sydney.
Sydney, so you do have an isolation period, probably. Nice and still. Do you have an exemption?
No.
No. Okay. I might just check yours attendant again because it seems a bit warm. Just step this way. I want to check with the airline. Sometimes they come back a bit funny with their readings. So I'm just going to have to put this in your ear. Nice and still. That's better. I agree. Take it. Yeah, 30
okay,
seconds.
thank you.
Yeah.
All clear. So quickly, let me tell you the procedures of after landing. First of all, you fill out the form. Then there are 3 lines. One line for non-essential workers, the other line for essential workers, and the other line is for FIFA workers. And after that, I chose the non-essential workers. So after that, the police checked my form. They took a photocopy of my ID and handed me with the quarantine handbook, which literally just telling you can't go out in the 14-day period. And after that, there's personnel that checks my temperature, and after that I'm free to go. Now I have to head to my home, otherwise I'll be fine. Let's go. Can't see you. Where are you? Welcome to Adelaide. So this is the information sheet that the police officer gave to me at the airport. Basically, it's saying that I have to stay indoor for 14 days before I can go out. So today has been my 5th day out of my 14-day self-quarantine period. So far so good. I've been watching some Netflix shows, worked on my own video for a bit, and rested pretty well, ate pretty well, so it's actually not as bad as I thought. And most importantly, as I have received so many comments on my terrible audio quality, therefore I have finally decided to invest in a bit and ordered a GoPro Media Mod 2 weeks ago, and today it has finally arrived. So this is my first time recording myself using a GoPro Media Mod. Feel free to give me some feedback in the comment section below. I hope it has improved the audio quality. And thank you so much for watching this video. I heard that South Australia is planning to reopen its border to the rest of the country on the 20th of July. So it's not too long to go. And but anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys like it, like always, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as your support is really important to me. And most importantly, please stay at home if you feel unwell or sick, and stay safe as well. I'll see you guys in my next video.